Hey there, YouTube. Jobber approves this video.
Shut up, bitch. So guys, Master Ricks and my San Jose regionals, and this is here is Alan, cool guy. He was nice enough to give me a profile on his Volcanics, and once I saw he was playing Volcanics, I had to do it because I love Volcanics. So go ahead, man, get started, please. And they're high rarity, or mostly high rarity.
Yeah. So I play the regulars, the usual suspects.
Yes.
3 shell, 3 rocket, 3 scatter, and then obviously the 3 firestorm guard.
Right on.
This is your engine right here. You know, just like your basic 12. A lot of times people will only run this, but I found that when we're only running this, it doesn't really. It's not really cohesive, and it's not competitive. You'll burn out of resources fast, and you have no way to stun your opponent outside of your basic spells and traps. So to kind of mix it up, move this aside a little bit. To kind of mix it up.
Oh, by the way, how'd you do today? You went X3, right?
I went X3.
Awesome.
Yeah, to kind of mix it up, I mainboarded 2 cherry. And also 2 card because a lot of times I can go a couple turns without normal summoning, so I don't mind summoning the card and then drawing 2. You know, my back row used to protect me. And then the 1 Grandma, a lot of decks have trouble with this card. You know, it gets rid of Ignister, gets rid of Beatrice, so she wouldn't get her effect.
And how do the Ghost Cherries do? Put it work?
Yeah, the Ghost Cherries, especially turn 1 and game 1 against certain decks, especially like PK. Game 1 against. Any kind of monarch, heroes, anything that goes into the extra deck. Like I have a lot of threats because since this deck doesn't go into the extra deck very much, I'm able to run a lot of stuff to kind of play defensively. But also too, the way that I played it was a little more. I could use my extra deck offensively and defensively. So anything that I brought into the extra deck could be a threat to my opponent. Both with the cherries and also too just with the regular synchros.
Awesome.
So, or with the regular plays.
Very awesome tech choice.
Yeah. So. Yeah, it's 17 monsters. Yeah, so
standard.
That's pretty standard. Yeah.
Everything about running Volcanic counter for that extra burn?
I didn't like Volcanic counter because when I found out that it has to activate as soon as you take
damage. Yeah.
So one thing that I did like is I liked that I was able to banish the reload and then send it, but my opponent, they would just fight around it, so they would just attack me with something smaller and then not attack me with the bigger stuff. You know,
yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, it would buy me a turn, and I just kind of feel like something like that's how I was using the Grand Mole.
Yeah.
And the cards, it was just overall in the end, it was just kind of plussing me more better in the end. So
I see.
So the spells, it's the 3 Magic Planner. The deck plays so many continuous traps, and also I side a lot into continuous traps. So it works really well. 3 duality, because you want to see your rockets, you want to see your accelerators.
Of course.
No accelerator, no party, man.
Yeah.
And then I play double Dark Hole Regeki. Just because, like I said, I want to clear the board, and I really want to get things out of the way. And then just for the 1-ofs, I play the Twin, 1 Instant Fusion, 1 Wildfire, and then 1 Foolish.
Did you ever feel like you needed another Twister or MST, or was 1 enough?
Not really. I mean, a lot of times, like the top decks that I knew I was going to be seeing today, they're not really running a lot of back row aside from like pendulum and pendulum and strikes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, I want them to pay life points. I want them because like if they pay 2,000 for a warning, then they're doing a quarter of my job. This deck's whole idea is to burn, to pop their cards and just to poke them for small damage.
The way because I played Volcanics, and what would happen to me is they would solemn my Royal Firestorm Guard, and after that, if you can't recycle your stuff, it kind of really hurts. So that's why.
Not being able to recycle, and also one of the trap cards kind of helps with that. But not being able to recycle the Firestorm Guards, it sucks. But I mean, it's one of those things where if they have the out to it, they have the out to it.
Yeah.
If not, I feel like my destruction is just as threatening as anything that they'd be able to throw at me because of the double Dark Hole Regeki, and the scatter shots and everything. So like I said, I'm not really too worried, and the Wildfire as well. So for the traps, I played. One of
the heart and soul of the deck, by the way.
Vanities. 1 Draw of Avarice. This is to help with my guards in case I'm not able to get a guard off.
Cards are nuts, man.
And then also 1 Torrential. Those are the 1-ofs, and then the triples I play 3 Fiendish. I'm finding out that single card targeting isn't as good as it used to be, but especially against Monarchs, stopping their Aethiers, stopping the Aethiers is big. Stopping the ideas is big. It turns into a big play. and a lot of times it just halts them.
And it's fodder for planner.
Yeah, fodder for planner, exactly. Yeah, and then 3 lose 1 turn.
Of course.
Super good. I mean, it's defensive. It's great. And then this is the heart of the soul, the deck, right? The Blaze Accelerator Reload.
Blaze, it's awesome, man.
Yeah, and then I was gonna say, for those who don't know what it does, in case you don't know what it does, I can send a Volcanic card from my deck from my hand to the graveyard, draw a card, and also too, when it's in the graveyard, I can banish it, and I can send a Volcanic card from my deck to the graveyard. So what's cool about this is I can use it during either player's turn. Both effects I can use
constant
during
draw
either
engine.
turn. Yeah,
constant, always drawing.
Yeah. So what I like about it is I can if my opponent sets up a big board, I can actually banish on their main phase and hit my scatter shot. Scatter shot's effect, I pop their field and they take 15 burns.
Few decks can keep up with the hand advantage of this deck. Awesome. And is that the main?
Yeah, that's the main. Yeah.
And how many cards?
It's actually 42.
40? What, really?
Yeah,
damn.
42. Yeah,
that's what's up.
There was so many things in there, like I couldn't figure out what to take out.
What is Wildfire?
And Wildfire?
Yeah, you can go ahead and do the side.
Wildfire is just a quick play spell. You send a Blaze Accelerator card. You send a Blaze Accelerator, and then you blow up your opponent's field. It's like a dark hole, and then you get a token on the field. So it's essentially it's 1,000 burn. It's 1,000 damage when it's on the field.
Card,
so yeah. So the extra, realistically, the only things I ever summon because of the instant fusion is Abyss Dweller, Castel, Dagusto to also help recycle.
Dagusto's sick, man.
Yeah, recycle. And also too the Cowboy for extra damage, and then Heartland Draco won me a lot of games today because it's essentially just even if they have a really uncrackable board like we have Dark Destroyer or anything like that, I can exceed up for the Draco and attack 2k for for 2k burn. So
awesome.
I said realistically these are the only things that I'll ever really go into.
These are all generic things, and now for the Ghost Cherry.
Yeah,
targets?
so the Ghost Cherry targets. This is obviously the Dante. I also have lightning, so in case my opponent tries to go into a Utopia, I can flash the lightning, and then they're just kind of sitting with the Utopia. And since I never really attack, it really does them no good, and it kind of stops their play. Awesome. Infinity for the same reason. When they drop Nova, I Ghost Cherry, and then they're stuck with the Nova on the field. Ignister for the same reason, like I said, they dropped the luster, and then also too, I said I use the Trish, Trish same reason, and Trish I can use offensively and defensively. If I see them setting up for one, I can obviously use it, but then also if I go instant fusion to Norden into the Ghost Cherry that's in the graveyard, and then I can synchro with the Cardi or with a scatter shot, and then the funny thing is even after I synchro, drop the Trish, and then they still lose 500 burn because of scatter shot. So just that much adding insult to injury.
Awesome.
And then clearing, just like I said, just the Norden into this. But most of the time though, I go into Dark Strike.
Extra burn, man.
It's definitely 1,400 burn when he comes out. So it's a little bigger than Cowboy, and it's just I pay 1,000 life points to burn my opponent for 14. I'll take that. And then also too, this right here were the MVPs of the extra deck, and they never other than the Norden were never even summoned.
Good thing I didn't duel you.
Yeah, so PKs love to go into the Dark Claw. So I wait for them to play the Mashing 2. They discard for cost, they chain the cherries, and now they have no target for Mashing 2. Same thing too.
It's dirty.
With Norden, they pay 1,000 life points. I chain, and then they have no target for Norden. So yeah, it was really good for me.
Awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome.
That's the extra?
Yeah, that's
15?
the extra right there. 15 for the extra.
And for the side?
Yeah, for the side, this is just pretty standard stuff. The MVP of the side was Fossil Dyna, because Monarchs are so popular. Monarchs were the number one, and also too, I side rivalries. I side 2 rivalries, so it's like this is always my side against the Monarchs. This is the best thing for them. So like they have their fossil. I have my fossil on it. They're not able to use their primes, and also too, like I said, like they're not able to go Edia and the little
shuts all that shit down.
Guy. Yeah, it just totally screws with them, and then it just lets me generate advantage while they just kind of sit on their stuff. So,
awesome.
And then right here. I decided the 3 hands, and I actually got this idea from you, the guy from this guy. I got this from him. I played against him while he was using this, and it turned out really well. Decree is a big side, and it just ruins this deck. So it helps get.
I'm glad I helped this beauty of a deck.
It helps get rid of problems.
I feel proud. I feel like a proud father, dude.
And then I played 2 Max E, just because I didn't know what else to play, and then 2 Iron Wall for the Cosmo, and then 1 Spell Fragrance, just because I didn't even have I didn't have another one. So
easiest matchup from the meta standpoint.
Easiest matchup is definitely the PK.
PK?
Because they're. I mean, even though they're able to float on my advantage, a lot of times they burn themselves out from resources because as soon as I cherry the Dante, it's half their extra deck is gone because now they're not getting Dante, they're not getting access to Beatrice, and they're not getting access to any if they're running like Virgil or the Dante Pilgrim. Half their extra deck is gone. So.
Hardest matchup.
Yeah, hardest matchup definitely Cosmos. Cosmos because they are able to last with me when they'll float through all my destruction and they'll just out resource me with the slips and with the Dark Destroyer.
Can Volcanics still be competitive?
I mean, I didn't come here to try to be competitive. I came here to try to ruin some people's days. So.
And you did. You did that. If you guys want to fuck people over, Volcanics is the way to go. Thank you again, Alan, for giving me a deck profile. And again, you went X3, and appreciate it, man. Keep playing that those Volcanics. And what made you want to play Volcanics, by the way?
I mean, it's a trolley deck. It's fun, and also too like I've always been the kind of player who likes hand advantage. I like being able to draw cards, and I've had nutty turns where I can draw 6 to 8 cards per turn, in one turn.
Volcanics is nuts, man.
Yeah, and it's like I'm ending my turn and I have to discard 3, and it's like, well, shit,
Well, thanks, Alan. I appreciate it, man.
Problem.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.